probability theory, NCERT exercise 13.2 solution. Okay, P of A is equal to 3 by 5, P of B is equal to 1 by 5. Find P of A intersection B if A and B are independent events. P of A intersection B, if A and B are independent, that is P of A into P of B, that's equal to 3 by 5 into 1 by 5, that's equal to 3 by 25. Okay, now second one, two cards are drawn at random and without replacement from a pack of 52 playing cards. Find the probability that both the cards are black. So let E be the event that first card drawn is black. First card drawn is black, that is E. And F be the event that second card drawn is black. You have to draw two cards drawn at random without replacement. Okay, without replacement. So we have to find the probability of first card is black and the second card, both the cards are black. Probability of first card is black and second card is black. Okay, that is we have to find P of first card is black is the event E and intersection second card F. So that is equal to P of E into P of, for the second event, that is the conditional probability P of F given E. രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഇവൻറ്റിൻ്റെ പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി കാണുമ്പോൾ ഇത് ആദ്യത്തെ കാർഡ് എടുത്തിട്ടാണ് തിരിച്ചു വെക്കാതെയാണ് രണ്ടാമത്തെ കാർഡ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ 52 കാർഡിൽ നിന്നും ഇവിടെ 52 കാർഡുണ്ട്, ഒരു കാർഡ് എടുക്കുന്നു, ഫസ്റ്റ് കാർഡ് എടുക്കുന്നു. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ മിച്ചം 51 കാർഡേ ഉള്ളൂ, അതിൽ നിന്നാണ് സെക്കൻഡ് കാർഡ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, അതാണ് വ്യത്യാസം. അപ്പോൾ രണ്ടാമത് എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ആദ്യത്തെ ഒരെണ്ണത്തിൻ്റെ കുറവ് അവിടെ ഉണ്ടാവും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ആദ്യത്തെ ഇവൻ്റ് രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഇവൻറ്റിൻ്റെ പ്രോബബിലിറ്റിനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. അതാണ് കണ്ടീഷണൽ പ്രോബബിലിറ്റി ആയിട്ട് വരുന്നത്. പി ഓഫ് ഇ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് എ ബ്ലാക്ക് കാർഡ്. ഇതിനകത്ത് ബ്ലാക്ക് കാർഡിൻ്റെ എണ്ണം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 26/52 ആണ്. ബ്ലാക്ക് കാർഡിൻ്റെ എണ്ണം 26 ആണ്, ടോട്ടൽ കാർഡ് 52 ഇൻറ്റു അടുത്ത ബ്ലാക്ക് കാർഡ്. ഒരു ബ്ലാക്ക് കാർഡ് എടുത്ത് മാറ്റി അത് തിരിച്ചു വെക്കാതെയാണ് അടുത്ത ബ്ലാക്ക് കാർഡ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ രണ്ടാമത് എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ ബ്ലാക്ക് കാർഡിൻ്റെ എണ്ണം 25ഉം ടോട്ടൽ കാർഡിന് ഒന്ന് കുറവുണ്ടാവും, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് 51 ആയിരിക്കും. ടോട്ടൽ കാർഡിൻ്റെ എണ്ണത്തിൽ ഒരെണ്ണം കുറവുണ്ടാവും, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് 51. ഓക്കെ, 25/51, that is equal to, this is 26/52 is 1/2. So 25 divided by 2 into 51 is 102. Okay. Now question number 3. A box of orange. A box of orange is inspected by examine 3 randomly selected oranges drawn without replacement. If all the 3 oranges are good, the box is approved for sale, otherwise it is rejected. Find the probability that the box containing 15 oranges, out of which 12 are good and 3 are bad one, will be approved for sale. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ബോക്സിൽ അത് സെയിലാകണം എന്ന് തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നത് ആ ബോക്സിൽ നിന്ന് 3 ഓറഞ്ച് റാൻഡമായിട്ട് എടുക്കുന്നു, അത് വിത്തൗട്ട് റീപ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റ്. അത് 3 നല്ലതാണെങ്കിൽ ദ ബോക്സ് ഈസ് അപ്രൂവ്ഡ് ഫോർ സെയിൽ, അതർവൈസ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് റിജക്റ്റഡ്. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ബോക്സിൽ 15 ഓറഞ്ച് ഉണ്ട്, അതിൽ 12 ആർ ഗുഡ്, 12 എണ്ണം നല്ല ഓറഞ്ചും 3 ആർ ബാഡ് വൺ. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനകത്ത് നിന്ന് ഇത് സെയിലാകണമെങ്കിൽ what is the probability that the box containing 15 oranges വിൽ ബി അപ്രൂവ്ഡ് ഫോർ സെയിൽ. ഇതിൽ സെയിൽ ആണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇതിനകത്തുനിന്ന് 3 ഓറഞ്ച് വിത്തൗട്ട് റീപ്ലേസ്മെൻറ്റിൽ എടുക്കുന്നു. അത് 3 നല്ലതാണെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമാണ് ദ ബോക്സ് ഈസ് അപ്രൂവ്ഡ് ഫോർ സെയിൽ. അപ്പോൾ ഇ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഇവൻ്റ് എടുക്കുന്നു. ഇ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഇവൻ്റ് ഗെറ്റിംഗ് എ ഗുഡ് ഓറഞ്ച് in the first draw. Okay. F getting a good orange in the second draw, and G getting a good orange in the third draw. So we have to find P of E good orange in the first draw and good orange in the second draw and good orange in the third draw. By multiplication theorem, it is P of E into, for the second, oranges നമ്മൾ എടുക്കുന്നത് വിത്തൗട്ട് റീപ്ലേസ്മെൻ്റ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ രണ്ടാമത്തെ ഇവൻ്റ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അത് എഫ് ഗിവൺ ഇ ആവും. മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഇവൻ്റ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അത് ഇയും എഫും മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഇവൻറ്റിൻ്റെ പ്രോബബിലിറ്റീനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ, ഇ ആൻഡ് എഫ് എന്നാണ്. ഇവിടെ ഈ ഇയും എഫും അടുപ്പിച്ച് എഴുതിയാൽ ഇ ഇൻ്റർസെക്ഷൻ എഫ് എന്നാണ് മീനിങ്. ദാറ്റ്സ് ഈക്വൽ ടു പി ഓഫ് ഇ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് എ ഗുഡ് ഓറഞ്ച് ഇൻ ദി ഫസ്റ്റ് ഡ്രോ. ഇതിനകത്ത് ഗുഡ് 12 ആണ്. 12 ഡിവൈഡഡ് ബൈ 15 ഇൻറ്റു അടുത്ത പി ഓഫ് എഫ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഗുഡ് ഓറഞ്ച് ഇൻ ദി സെക്കൻഡ് ഡ്രോ. രണ്ടാമത് ഗുഡ് വരുമ്പോൾ ഒരെണ്ണം എടുത്ത് മാറ്റി, ഇനി വരുമ്പോൾ 11 ഉണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ, ടോട്ടലിലും 1 കുറയും, ഇൻറ്റു അടുത്തത് മൂന്നാമതെടുക്കുമ്പോൾ 10 ആവും, ടോട്ടൽ വീണ്ടും ഒന്നുകൂടി കുറയും. ഓക്കെ, സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് ഈക്വൽ ടു ഇത് സിംപ്ലിഫൈ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഇതിനെ 3 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്താൽ 3 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 4ഉം ഇവിടെ 5 ആവും, ഇത് 2 ആവും. ഓക്കെ, ഈ 2ഉം 14ഉം 7 വരും. That is 44 divided by 91. 44 divided by 91. Okay. Now question number 4. A fair coin and an unbiased coin. A fair coin and an unbiased coins are tossed. Let A be the event that head appears on the coin. A fair coin and unbiased die are tossed. A be the event that head appears on the coin. Okay. അപ്പോൾ കോയിനും ഡൈയും ത്രോ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ സാമ്പിൾ സ്പേസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, ഓക്കെ, കോയിനിൽ H വരാം, ഡൈയിൽ 1 വരാം, H1, H2 എക്സെട്ര, H6 ആവും. അടുത്തത് T1 എക്സെട്ര, T6 ആവും. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദി സാമ്പിൾ സ്പേസ്. A be the event that head appears on the coin. Head appears on the coin. So elements of A are H1 etc. H6. Now B be the event that 3 on the die. 3 on the die. So elements of B are H3, 3 on the die, and T3, 3 on the die. Okay. So P of A equal to our favorable outcome 6 is here. Total number of elements in the sample space is 12. So that is 1/2. P of B is equal to 2/12, that is 1/6. P of A intersection B A intersection B contains, A intersection B is equal to set how many elements? Only A and B contain only one element, H3, one element. So P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 12. What is P of A into P of B? P of A into P of B is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 6. That is 1 by 12, which is P of A intersection B. Therefore A and B are independent events. Therefore A and B are independent events. Independent events. Okay. Now question number 5. A die marked 1, 2, 3 in red and 4, 5, 6 in green is toast. Okay, a die is toast, sample space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now A be the event that the number is even. The number is even. And B be the event that the number is red. The number is red. Elements of A are 2, 4, 6. Elements of B are 1, 2, 3. A intersection B is equal to set 2. Okay. So P of A equal to 3 by 6, 1 by 2. P of B is equal to 3 by 6, 1 by 2. P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 6. Now P of A into P of B equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4. Therefore P of A intersection B not equal to P of A into P of B. Therefore A and B are not independent. Therefore A and B are not independent events. Independent events. Okay. Now sixth one. Let E and F be the events with the P of E equal to 3 by 5. P of E is equal to 3 by 5. P of F is equal to P of F equal to 3 by 10. Now P of E into P of F is equal to 3 by 5 into 3 by 10, 9 by 50, which is not equal to P of E intersection F, that is given as 1 by 5. Therefore A and E and F are not independent events. Okay. Now seventh one. Given that the events A and B are such that A and B are such that P of A 1 by 2, P of A union B 3 by 5 and P of B is equal to P. Find P if they are mutually exclusive and independent. Okay. P of A equal to 1 by 2. P of B is equal to P. P of A union B is equal to 3 by 5. First one. If A and B are mutually exclusive, if A and B are mutually exclusive, P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B. That is 3 by 5 equal to 1 by 2 plus P. See, if A and B are mutually exclusive, P of A intersection B, that is A intersection B is null set. So P of A union B is P of A plus P of B. So P is equal to 3 by 5 minus 1 by 2, 6 minus 5 by 10, that is 1 by 10. Okay. Now for the second case, if A and B are independent, if A and B are independent events, P of A intersection B is equal to P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. Now therefore P of A union B by addition formula, that is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, that's equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B is P of A into P of B, that's equal to P of A union B is 3 by 5 is equal to P of A 1 by 2 plus P minus 1 by 2 into P. Okay. So 3 by 5 equal to 1 by 2 plus P minus half P is half P. 3 by 5 minus 1 by 2 is equal to half P, that is half P is equal to 1 by 10 implies P is equal to 1 by 5. Okay. Now question number 8. Let A and B be independent events with P of A is equal to 0.3, P of B is equal to 0.4, find P of A intersection B, etc. See, P of A equal to 0.3, P of B is equal to 0.4. Okay. First one, P of A intersection B. P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B, since A and B are independent. That is 0.3 into 0.4, that is 0.12. Okay. Now second part, P of A union B. P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, that's equal to 0.3 plus 0.4 minus 0.12, that's equal to 0.58. Now third one, P of A given B. P of A given B is equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of B, that's equal to 0.12 divided by 0.4, that is 12 by 40 or 0.3. Okay, 0.3. Now fourth one, P of B given A. P of B given A equal to P of A intersection B divided by P of A, that is 0.12 divided by 0.3, that's equal to 0.4. Okay. Now question number 9. If A and B are two events such that P of A 1 by 4, P of B, P of A is equal to 1 by 4, P of B is equal to 1 by 2, P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 8. Then find P of A dash intersection B dash. Okay. P of A dash intersection B dash. See, P of A intersection B. Now what is P of A into P of B? P of A into P of B is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 8. which is equal to P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B. Therefore A and B are independent events. Independent events. Okay, A and B are independent events. So we have to find P of not A and not B. Okay, that is P of A dash intersection B dash. That is by result P of A dash into P of B dash. If A and B are independent, P of A dash intersection B dash is P of A dash into P of B dash. P of A dash is 1 minus P of A. P of B dash is 1 minus P of B. Okay, that is 1 minus P of A is 1 by 4 into 1 minus 1 by 2. That is 3 by 4 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 8. Okay. Now question number 10. Events A and B are such that P of A 1 by 2, P of B 7 by 12 and P of not A. P of A equal to 1 by 2, P of B equal to 7 by 12, P of not A, P of not A or not B equal to 1 by 4. Okay, that is P of not A is A dash or is union B dash is equal to 1 by 4. Okay, that is P of, this is by De Morgan's law, A intersection B the whole dash is equal to 1 by 4. P of A intersection B the whole dash is 1 minus P of A intersection B is equal to 1 by 4. Okay, so P of A intersection 1 minus 1 by 4 is equal to P of A intersection B. Therefore P of A intersection B is equal to 3 by 4. Now P of A into P of B equal to 1 by 2 into 7 by 12, that is 7 by 24. Therefore P of A intersection B not equal to P of A into P of B. Therefore A and B are not independent. Okay, independent events. Okay, given two independent events. So we are given two independent events P of A and B are such that P of A is given and P of B is given. P of A and B. Okay, first one P of A and B is equal to P of A intersection B. Since A or B are independent, this is P of A into P of B, that is equal to 0.3 into 0.6, 0.18. Second one, P of A and not B. P of A and not B is equal to P of A intersection B dash. Okay, since A and B are independent, which is P of A into P of B dash, that is P of A is 0.3 into P of B dash is 1 minus 0.6, that's equal to, which is equal to 0.3 into 0.4, 0.12. Now 3 is 3, P of A or B, P of A or B is equal to P of A union B, that is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. P of A is 0.3 plus P of B is 0.6, P of A intersection B from the first part, that is 0.18. So the answer is 0.72. Now fourth one, neither A nor B. P of neither A nor B is equal to P of A dash intersection B dash. That is equal to P of A dash into P of B dash. P of A dash is 1 minus P of A. 1 minus 0.3 into 1 minus 0.6. That is 0.7 into 0.4, 0.28. Okay. Now 12th one, a die is tossed thrice. Find the probability of getting an odd number at least once. Okay. A die is tossed thrice. Find the probability of getting an odd number at least once. Okay. So when a die is tossed thrice, probability of getting an odd number. Probability of getting an odd number. Getting an odd number. When a die is tossed once. When a die is tossed. When a die is tossed is equal to 3 by 6. That's equal to 1 by 2. 3 by 6 means favorable outcomes are 1, 3, 5. So 3 outcomes are favorable divided by total number of outcomes. Now probability of getting an even number when a die is tossed. 2, 4, 6. 3 outcomes by 6. That is also 1 by 2. Now let A be the event that getting an odd number at least one. A die is tossed thrice. Getting an even number. Let A be the event that getting an even number in all 3 tosses. In all 3 tosses. Okay. So what is P of A? P of A equal to, that is getting an even number in the first toss. That is getting an even number in the first toss is 1 by 2 and second toss is 1 by 2 and getting an even number in the third toss is also, probability of getting an even number is 1 by 2. So answer is 1 by 8. That is probability of getting an even number in all the 3 tosses. We have to find the probability of getting an odd number at least once. Getting an odd number at least once. Okay. At least once means that is greater than or equal to 1. So this probability is same as probability of not getting an even number. Not getting an even number. Getting an even number in 3 tosses. In 3 tosses. Okay. So that is 1 minus P of A. Not getting an even number in 3 tosses means 1 minus, that is P of A dash. This is P of A dash. This is P of A dash. That is 1 minus P of A. 1 minus 1 by 8. 7 by 8. Okay. Now question number 13. 2 balls are drawn. 2 balls are drawn at random with replacement from a box containing, with replacement from a box containing 10 black and a box containing 10 black and 8 red balls. Find the probability that both are red. Okay. So we assume that let R be the event. Let R be the event that red ball is drawn. Red ball is drawn. And B be the event that black ball is drawn. Okay, so for the first problem, probability of both are red is equal to probability of first ball is red and second ball is red. Okay, that is equal to P of R and R, which is P of getting a red ball into P of getting a red ball. What is the probability of getting a red ball? Probability of getting a red ball, P of R is equal to 8 by 18. P of black is equal to 10 by 18. So 8 by 18 into 8 by 18. 8 by 18 into 8 by 18. 16 divided by 81. That is the first part. Now the second part. First ball is black and second is red. Probability of first is black and second is red. That is probability of B and R. B and R, that is probability of B into probability of R, that's equal to 10 by black, 10 by 18 into 8 by 18, 20 divided by 81. Now third part, one of them is black and other is red. Probability of one of them is black can be written as first black and second red, or first red and second black. Okay, that is probability of BR or RB. That is probability of BR plus probability of RB. That is equal to probability of BR is P of B into P of R plus P of R into P of B. That is equal to 2 times of P of B into P of R. Now P of B into P of R is 20 by 81. So 2 times of 20 by 81 is 2 times of 20 by 81 is 40 divided by 81. Okay. Now 14. This question number 14. Probability of solving a specific problem. That's an important one. Probability of solving a specific problem independently by A and B is 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 respectively. Both try to solve the problem independently. Find the probability that the problem is solved. Exactly one of them solves the problem. Let A be the event that. Let A comma B denote the event. A comma B denote the event that. Denote the event that the problem is solved by. The problem is solved by A and B respectively. Okay, so P of A equal to 1 by 2. P of B is equal to 1 by 3. P of A dash is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. P of B dash is 1 minus 1 by 3, 2 by 3. Okay, first part. The problem is solved. Probability of problem is solved. See, the problem is solved means 1 minus probability of none of them solves the problem. None of them solves the problem. Okay, that is 1 minus probability of A dash intersection B dash. 1 minus P of A dash into P of B dash. 1 minus 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. 1 minus 1 by 3. So the answer is 2 by 3. Okay. Now the second part. Exactly one of them solves the problem. Probability of exactly one of them solves the problem. That's equal to, the problem is exactly one of them means A solve and B does not solve, or B solve and A does not solve the problem. That is P of A intersection B dash or B intersection A dash. Okay, that's equal to P of A intersection B dash plus P of B intersection A dash. That is P of A into P of B dash plus P of B into P of A dash. P of A 1 by 2 into P of B dash 2 by 3 plus P of B 1 by 3 into P of A dash is 1 by 2. So 3 by 6. This is equal to 3 by 6, 1 by 2. Okay. Now 15. One card is drawn at random from a well-shuffled deck of 52 cards. In which of the following cases are events A and B are independent? See first case. E be the event that the card drawn is spade. F is the event that the card drawn is an ace. So P of E is equal to spade card 13 spade card divided by 52. Okay. Now P of F is drawn is an ace 4 by 52. Now event E intersection F is the card drawn is an ace of spade. Card is an ace of spade. So P of E intersection F is equal to, there is only one card, 1 by 52. Okay, 13 by 52 is 1 by 4, 4 by 52 is 1 by 13. P of E into P of F. P of E into P of F is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 13, 1 by 52, which is P of A intersection E intersection F. 1 by 4 into 1 by 13 is equal to 1 by 52, which is P of E intersection F. Therefore, E and F are independent events. Okay. Now see the second problem. The card drawn is black. P of E is equal to 26 by 32, 1 by 2, 52, 1 by 2. P of F, the card is a king card 4 by 52, 1 by 13. E intersection F, black king. P of E intersection F, E intersection F is the card is a black card and is a king card. So king black king, there is only two cards, 2 by 52, that's equal to 1 by 26. So it is P of E into P of F, P of E into P of F is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 13, 1 by 26. Therefore, E and F are independent. Therefore, E and F are independent events. Okay. Now see the third one. The card drawn is a king or queen. Card drawn is a king or queen. E is the event. Card is king or queen. F is the event that card is queen or jack. Okay. Then P of E. P of E is equal to king or queen. King or queen means king card is 4, queen card is 4, so 8 by 52. 8 by 52, 2 divided by 13. Okay. P of F. Queen card is 8, jack card is 8, sorry, queen card is 4, jack card is 4, so 8 by 52, that is also 2 by 13. P of E intersection F. E intersection F means the common to both these events E and F. So there is only 4 queen card is common. So 4 divided by 52, 1 by 13. Now P of E into P of F is not equal to P of E intersection F. Therefore, E and F are not independent. Okay. Now 16. In a hostel, 60% of the students read Hindi newspaper, 40% English newspaper, 20% both the Hindi and English newspaper. Then find the probability that she reads neither Hindi nor English. So we can choose two events. Let H be the event that student reads Hindi newspaper. Student reads Hindi newspaper. Okay. And E be the event that student read English newspaper. So P of H equal to 60 by 100. Okay. That is 3 by 5. P of E is equal to 40 by 100, 2 by 5. P of E intersection H is equal to 20 by 100, 1 by 5. Now A part. What is A part? P of neither Hindi H dash intersection E dash, which is equal to P of H union E the whole dash. That's equal to 1 minus P of H union E. That is 1 minus P of H plus P of E minus P of H intersection E. That is 1 minus P of H 3 by 5 plus 2 by 5 minus 1 by 5. That's equal to 1 minus 4 by 5. So that's equal to 1 by 5. Now B part. If she reads Hindi newspaper, find the probability that we have to find the probability of reads English newspaper, probability of English newspaper given that she read Hindi newspaper. That is P of E intersection H divided by P of H, that's equal to 1 by 5 divided by 3 by 5, which is 1 by 3. Now C part. Find the probability that probability of Hindi. She reads Hindi newspaper given that if she reads English newspaper, P of E intersection H by P of E, that's equal to 1 by 5 divided by P of E 2 by 5, 1 by 2. Okay. Now 17. The probability of obtaining an even prime number on each die when a pair of dice is rolled. Okay. So when a pair of dice is rolled, n of sample space, n of s is equal to 36. Even prime number on each die. So even prime number on each die, let E be the event that even prime number on each die. That is, the event E contains only ordered pair 2 2. That is the only even prime number in both the dice. So P of E is equal to 1 by 36, probability of the event. Now 18. Two events A and B are independent if P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. That is the condition. P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. Now what is P of A dash intersection B dash? P of A dash intersection B dash is equal to P of A union B the whole complement. That is 1 minus P of A union B. That is 1 minus P of A union B is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. That is 1 minus P of A plus P of B minus this P of A intersection B is P of A into P of B. Okay. That is 1 minus P of A plus here P of B is common. P of B can be common. So 1 minus P of A. Okay. That's equal to 1 minus P of A plus P of B into 1 minus P of A is P of A dash. Okay. Now multiply with this negative 1. 1 minus P of A minus P of B into P of A dash. Now 1 minus P of A is P of A dash. P of A dash minus P of B into P of A dash. Now P of A dash is taken as common factor. 1 minus P of B, that's equal to P of A dash into P of B dash. Okay. So now, okay, 1 minus P of A. P of A dash is 1 minus P of A. That is 1 minus P of A into 1 minus P of B. Okay. So that is the last one. So answer is B part. Okay. So for the first part, what about the first part, A part? A part is A and B are mutually exclusive. If A and B are mutually exclusive, P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. That is, A and B are not independent. Okay. Now C part, what is C? If P of A equal to P of B, P of A equal to P of B, then A and B are not independent. Then A and B need not be independent. Sometimes can happen. Now D part, if P of A plus P of B is equal to 1, then A and B are complements to each other. Then A and B are complements to each other. Okay, complements to each other, therefore not independent. Therefore not independent events. Okay.